got it on .5?
Yeah.
Everyone's in the view?
Yeah.
It's about now.
Ooh.
That's my intro up. Ready?
You don't even need an intro, man. All you gotta do is start talking.
Yo, man, I say this every time I do an intro, right? You never mess the intro up when EJ's doing the intro.
Right.
Man, like, so how many times? Yo, man, what's good with the youngins? Yo, man, there's no noise. You feel me? No noise. It's like, I'm a soldier, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm ready. Facts. Let's go. What's going on, guys? You already know who it is and what it is. It's EJ, aka Gohan, and we're here with the guys. Who do we have here?
Buddha Bloom. You
Yeah.
already know.
Yo, say it with your chest.
Buddha Bloom.
Yeah, Buddha Blue. Man, the man, the myth, the legend, the breathwork master. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. That's it. Who we got here?
What's up, gang? It's your boy Nico. How
Yo,
you
say it with
doing
your
today?
chest. Say it with your chest. You know what I mean? Clear your throat, spit it out. And then, my name is Nico. My name is Nico. I own wherever I'm at. I'm a man. I say it with my chest. Yeah, go ahead.
That's all there is to it. Go on.
Facts. The philosopher, man. Anything about weightlifting, getting stronger, man. Look at me, man. Come from him. It's a
Hey.
hockey assist. It don't come from me. It come from him. He got it right. Who do we have over here?
Chosen, man.
Word.
Yeah,
What you do?
man. I do a lot of things.
Word, like what?
Right now, I'm putting that pain.
Oh, okay.
Right now, we're gonna talk. A little
Yeah.
bit, conversate.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You guys don't know, man. His name is Elijah too. Man, I say he stole my name, but I really came out the room after him. So you know, I gotta show some respect, man.
Decade,
Word. You know what I mean? Who we have here?
Yo, what's going on? Peace. This is one of the 7.
Word.
Yeah, MIA 305. Let's go.
That's what I'm
Same
talking
breaking
about.
ankles out here. We're from Springfield, 413. What?
Yo, my man from Bayfield too. You already know, man. Yo, you already know, man. It's AZ, A to Z. You know what I mean? I appreciate that. Word.
Mommy.
Without that being said, we talking about what was it we were talking about? The delivery, our deliveries when we are talking to our brothers, how we deliver messages. So I want you to touch on that, Buddha Bloom.
You know,
Touch on the delivery.
your word is power. Your word is everything. You know, in the beginning was the word, and the word was with God, and the word is God. So when you with the guys, you gotta speak to guys as is. You know what I'm saying? With respect, with same thing with authority, and the way you deliver your message is very important because it's all about frequency. You know what I'm saying? It's not what you say, it's how you say it. You can say the same message in different ways to have a different effect. And by studying that, you can learn that there's ways you can give your message that are still respectful, but still get to the point in correction of behaviors or mental beliefs or whatever you want to try to correct or change. You know what I'm saying? Or improve, because changes aren't always bad things. Changes can be improvements to yourself, amendments to the way you live. You know what I mean? So just, I would say, be mindful. Start by being mindful of how you speak. And by doing that, you can learn and see how people react, how they respond to how you speak. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I get respect because I give respect. You know what I mean? So that's what I would say. Just be mindful of how you speak and how others respond, and then you'll see which ways you can, you can experience, and you can even improvise and try new things. You know what I mean? And see what works best for you. So
I get respect because I give respect.
yeah.
What about you, man?
Once you pass this first step of understanding who you are, how you articulate yourself, how you carry yourself in various spaces, and you've adapted your own frequency and you adhere to that as much as possible. The next step I would say after this is just to live in that. To live in that at all times, no matter what circumstance, what space, what event, what people you're around, just always stand on that. For example, my delivery is often rather harsh. It's just straightforward, straight to the point. I lack very little emotion the way I express myself sometimes because in my mind, this doesn't matter. What only matters is the fact that the message comes from my heart out into open space for you to manipulate and for you to take bits and pieces of and, align that with whatever it is that you're trying to learn from. Because I believe in just giving it to people straight. Once you've learned how to be yourself, straightforward, it's like you pull an arrow back, boom. You don't hesitate, you don't overdraw, you don't underdraw, you don't reduce slack, bow. That's it. Straightforward.
I like that. What about you? How about the delivery? How we speak to our brothers? How should the delivery be?
That's interesting. It's interesting that we even talk about this because I had a situation last night at the workhouse. Very similar to what we're talking about. So I understand what everyone's saying. Delivery and tone is very important. However, I like what my brother Nico said because I grew up in that as well. Straightforward to me isn't really disrespect. Now there's levels because you come at somebody straightforward, start cursing them out or what have you, then it's like, okay, I gotta check you. Listen, I'm not gonna fire off on you, but I just want to tell you, you coming at me a little wrong. Let's you know what I mean? Let's get level-headed. You know what I mean? But for the most part, for me, straightforward isn't disrespect. But a lot of people interpret it that way. And like you said, just on how you grew up and how I grew up and stuff. My dad was in the army, stuff like that.
Oh, the exact same.
Not a lot of compliments, but only the criticism.
Right.
But at the same time, it's like it's just straightforward because that's how the world gonna give it to you, really. So it just depends on what space you're in. Like you said, various spaces. Depends what space and the optics when it comes to the delivery and the tone for the most part, and how well you know the person, how well you don't know the person. You know what I mean?
Right.
Very little triggers me, but if something does trigger me, like I said, I'm gonna just be like, yo, check that. I ain't disrespecting, check that.
Just being straight up.
Yeah, just
Right.
check that.
Like the delivery. Word.
That's it.
Yeah.
Because it might affect you. It might affect you personally only
Right.
a little bit.
Right.
But if they were having that same conversation with that same delivery and tone as someone else, it may slap them across the head. Their
Right.
ego gets fucking incinerated.
Right.
And then now they completely shut off to you because they don't want any part of that. Because they're dealing with how it makes them feel, and not about just the information itself. But of course, over time you have to stick and move. You know what I'm saying? And just be able to engage the person.
That's exactly what happened last night. And real quick, and I'm gonna let him talk. Yeah, he came at me a certain way. We in the kitchen or whatever. I work at a restaurant. He came at me a certain way. I said, yo, grown man, watch how you talk to me. Maybe a little bit more aggressive.
Right.
I'm a bigger dude, so and let's be honest, I'm melanated, I'm black, so it comes off a certain way. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't threaten him. I ain't jump at him. I ain't look like I was about to fire off, steal him, nothing. I'm just like, yo, watch that. That was it. But everybody up in arms. Look,
Because it's tense. Yeah.
and then then the manager hit me with I heard the anger. Guess what?
Trying to get you.
But it's because it's me though. I'm gonna be honest. If it's somebody who's who's not as melanated, and let me just say Caucasian,
Yeah.
Right.
or another opposite sex maybe, it comes off different because it's a bigger black dude. You know what I'm saying? Even the manager called me. He said, yo, he speaks Spanish. He was like, yo, what's up, 50 Cent? But this is the perception.
Exactly.
That's
So when I speak up for myself, it's
Right.
aggression and anger.
Your likeness to somebody that's really
That's
fucking
crazy,
up there.
right?
Yeah.
Like I said, if it's the opposite sex, I keep getting them messed up, or somebody else of less stature, right? It comes off different. So I'm like, how I dim my light? I call myself chosen. Like, how I'm supposed to lay low? I can't really lay low. Look at me. I can't really lay low. So that's it.
Yeah.
Neither does the sun. But
Right.
When the time is right, it does.
Right.
But for the most part of the day, that shit is up there and blazing. it depends upon the situation, you know. When addressing your brethren, you know, you have to, of course, you have to think about how you'd like to be addressed. So it's good to pause, take a breath, and you know, get your bearings. You know, you want to respond rather than react. You know, respond, you're in control. When you react, you're not in control. You're just acting out again. Someone says something, you know, automatically the reaction is, you know, to meet that level of tone or aggression. You know, when men are in conversation, there's always an underlying factor of aggression. You know, it can escalate very quickly. But there's an underground tone of that. That's just men. You know what I'm saying? When the art of communication breaks down, you know, that's when you communicate with these, and that's always there. So you just have to. That comes with the territory. You just have to expect that all the time. People walking around with their childhood traumas. A lot of times, you know, the relationships between fathers and sons have been separated, or uncles and cousins. You know, the tribe has been disbanded. So a lot of men, you know, aren't used to having a man speak in a certain tone, in a certain cadence, in a certain frequency, because they may find it offensive to children, even. You know, even so, you have to assume you're talking to children. I assume I'm talking to children until something shows me otherwise, because I'm aware of the traumas that people walk around with. So, you know, when I realize from conversation and that, okay, I can be a little bit more yang to get my point. You know, I exert that. When I notice someone's being yang unreasonably, you know, and I have to become yin, you know, in order to receive that, you know, receive it, okay, to diffuse that situation, because it's all, you know, psychology, you know. Too yang, the stronger yang is gonna win. Too yin, you have no conflict, you know, you're like this. So it's a play, you know, and it's just a matter of being grounded, rooted, and observant. And like I said, it depends upon the situation, you know. If there's a time crunch and I have business to take care of, I'm going direct and to the point, you know, no flowers around it, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going here, business, like I did. You know, you're on the battlefield. Ain't no time like, hey brother, hey, can you pass me that magazine over there so I can load up my instance? Give me that right there. Ammo, now. You know what I'm saying? Boom, we got shit to do. We got shit to take care of.
Ammo,
you know?
now.
You know what I'm saying? Like, now. And so it all
Damn.
depends upon the situation. You know? Dr. Umar Johnson says black people are only allowed to express anger towards other black people. And Dr. Joyce DeGruy, who wrote the book Post-Traumatic Slavery Syndrome, she says that the most valuable thing in the black man's life is respect. A lot of people get killed over disrespect. So if someone perceives that they're being disrespected, just perceives, you know, they're gonna get reactionary, someone's gonna get hurt. You know what I'm saying? So also being aware of that trauma, you know, the post-perpetual slavery trauma that our people walk around with all the time. And that, yes, a lot of the faces that cause that trauma look like your very own. You know, so that triggers something. So that's when I go into the childhood, family, because we learn the art of communication through family. You know what I'm saying? In the family. That's what we learn in our environment. You know? And a lot of our environments are toxic and unhealthy. You feel me? And then sometimes that it all warrants. For example, what is it? They say milk for babies and meat for strong men and women. You know what I'm saying? You just have, I assume I'm just talking to children. So I talk to people very softly, very kindly, you know, and then I kind of see someone's response, their body language, because remember, someone says a lot more by what they don't say, by their body language, by their posture.